back to B.Y.C Crochet. My name is Brenda and this is my yarny cave. For those of you who are just kind of stumbling by, thank you for stumbling in. I hope that you enjoy what you see. For those of you who have been subscribers, loyal subscribers long term, thank you so much for your continual support. I really do appreciate you guys. I hope everybody's having a wonderful, it is Saturday and I believe it's the 27th today. I think if it's the 27th, it's my sister's birthday. If you're watching, happy birthday, sis. I love you. I already sent her a gift. She got it. It was a bit of a gag gift, but one that she could use on a daily basis and remind her of how much I love her. So happy birthday, sis. I'll still remind you that you're still 5 years older than me. Okay, so hey, today I have an unbagging. I mentioned in the last few videos that I am really trying to kick it into high gear with boggy blankets. My pinky is really feeling it. The arthritis in my pinky is on full-blown, letting me know it's there. But we are moving forward. So I wanted to order some yarns that I could use for blankets. I do have a lot of yarn. A lot of it is cotton, thinner weights. I figured I wanted to do a mixture of both. So I did order some mixed lots from Ice Yarns. Some beautiful colors and acrylics, striped acrylics that I saw, and I figured they would be perfect for boggy blankets. In addition, there was some gray yarn. I don't know if it's really gray. I'll see it once I open it. It looked gray on the computer, so that I can make my oldest grandson a blanket. As you guys know, I'm making a prayer blanket for my baby grandson. He's only a year old. And I will show you where it is as of today. And I call it a prayer blanket because I pray over him as I work on it. So it does take a little bit longer to make because, you know, you are praying over it and praying over him. I should say not over the blanket, but over him. And it is called a cobblestone pattern. I'll try to tag it down below. I think in my prior video I did tag it below so that you guys can see. And it's basically made of the moss stitch and a somewhat of a V stitch. So just really quick, and I mentioned this in the last video, it starts down here. So there's really just two stitches, the moss stitch and then that, let's call it a V stitch. Moss stitch, V stitch, moss stitch, V stitch. So what I decided to do is that with the first band of moss stitch, I did 12 rows, which is the month that he was born. In the next stitch, I did 7 rows, which is the day that he was born. Then I did 20, 22. I split it 20 in the moss, 22 in that so-called V stitch. Then I did 8 because he was born at 8 a.m. and 1 row of the V stitch because he was born 1 minute after 8. And as you can tell, it's still short. So what I'm going to do is I am going to continue to repeat that pattern, which is 12, 7, 20, 22, 8, 1. So I'm going to continue to repeat that pattern until the blanket is the length that I want. And then I will probably do a simple border and I'll be done with it. So that is what is currently on my hook. It is taking a little long. And if you guys know anything about me, you guys know that I am one of those individuals who do not like to have more than one whip at a time. I'm very busy. I'm an HR manager for the Tampa and the Central Florida region for the company that I work for. Extremely busy. I do work from home sometimes, but let me tell you, just because I work from home does not mean that I have the option of working on my projects. On the contrary, the days that I work from home, I think I'm more productive and I get much more done. And I'm extremely busy from the moment I literally would open my eyes, because I connect immediately, till just before dinner, sometimes even into the evening. So I only have maybe 1 to 2 hours in the afternoon and the evening before going to bed to work on this blanket. And as many of you, I work on my blankets as I watch a lot of the other podcasters, Nancy, Kayla, La Mama Kayla, Veronica from Crocheting with Lama V, Juan the Yarn Addict, a slew number of them. Crystal from Bag O' Day. There is Summer's Tips and Stitches, Jen from Cinnamon Stitches, a whole laundry list of them. Linda, I know her channel name changed, Linda Simpson. I think it's now Knitting Crochet with Linda in June. I think is what the new name is. I watched a long list of podcasters, my support, and they are my escape once I disconnect from the HR world, and I'm able to unwind, disconnect, and crochet along with my buddies, basically, that are on TV. I take a shower, I have my dinner, I take a shower, I go sit on my bed and start crochet. I have my tea, and I get to unwind. So this is what's on my hook. And unfortunately and fortunately, because that's just the way I am, that's going to be the only thing on my hook until it's done. And as you can tell, it's taking a little bit of time because I am praying over my grandson as I make it. So anyways, getting back to the ice yarn. So, well, so here it is, ice yarn haul. Don't we all love that bag when it kicks in? And it looks big, but it really, there's not much. There's only like, I think 3 or 4 potentially different yarns in here. So I think it's going to be, I think it's a good purchase, but you know, it's really hard to tell until you actually break in and actually look at it in person. So yarn haul, let's get started. So I only did open it. I slit the side just so I can get into it. I did not get into the yarn. I wanted to do that with you guys. As you can see, everything is neatly tucked in here. I can kind of take a little bit of a glimpse, but it's not very clear what I'm looking at, so we'll do it together. Let me go ahead and bring you down a little bit so that you can see what I'm doing. I hope that I'm not making you all dizzy. I know in my last video, I think that the camera was a little jiggly when I was showing you my yarn room, and I was putting away the yarn. If you hear a noise in the background, that is Kona, my dog. She is, I gave her a toy to keep her busy. So she may be running around with it. So let me put this over here. Let me move the camera over a little bit because I think I'm out of frame when I moved it. So okay, that's much better. Once again, guys, my office, my yarny cave, I share with my husband. It is the very first room when you enter my house on the right. And so that's why you see the foyer, and really the door to the front of the house is right here, right there. And so I have a glass door that I keep open when I'm home by myself here. I usually keep the front door open, and I have the glass door. It's, of course, you can lock it, so it's locked. And that way I let in some light, because my house, it's a little bit it's got high ceilings and everything, but it's very small. And because we made an addition, the light that comes into the center of the house is very limited. So I like to open the front door, and I like to open the back doors and the windows to let the light in. So that's why every time, sometimes, well, you'll see Kona barking because she sees somebody walking by, or she sees somebody else walking their dog. So, but it is what it is, right? Now leave the back door open so she can go in and get out however many times she wants. So I'm very pleased with what I see so far. So let's get into here. So this is the bag. Put it in the trash. Let me open this really quick. I'm sorry guys, the crinkling. I know many of you guys don't like it. It's totally cannot help it. I'm going to blame ice yarn for that. Okay, so I'm going to show you the packs really quick. I slid, basically, it looks like I slid the bag when I opened the main bag. But this is the first pack, and I'll go through them one by one. It's mainly the pink and purple, and then it's got two of another color. I was trying to get one with just this color, but I couldn't find one. So I went ahead and bought this, even though there's two skeins of another color. You sit this right here in front of me. Yeah, I think well, maybe not. Maybe it wasn't me. Maybe it's just the way it is. Because these were inside the other bag, so I guess it wasn't me. Then we have this, which is blue and teals. And I'll show you the yarn once I open it. And this is the one that I was thinking of using to make my grandson, my oldest grandson, a prayer blanket. It's got grays and creams, but there's also a little bit of brown, but I'll show you once again up close and personal so that you can appreciate the yarn. And I think this was a good purchase. I will tell you that based on the cost of the yarn and the shipping, I averaged it out before even placing the order, and it came out to $2.69 per skein. It is a little intimidating when you see that you're placing an order and the order total is like $50-something, and then you look at the shipping and you look at $50-something, $40-something for the shipping, and you're like, no, that's too much money for shipping. But before you jump into the no, what I do is that I count all the number of skeins that I'm ordering. I look at the total that the order is going to be. I divide the number of the total by the number of balls that I'm going to be receiving, and I come out with an average. If I think that average is a good price, then I move forward and I go ahead and pay before I change my mind. And if you're like me, you know that sometimes we do like evening shopping. Let me tell you guys, I'm in menopause, so there are many times where I wake up at midnight, then I wake up at 2, then I wake up at 4, and then I need to get up and go to work. So, and sometimes I spend my nights watching the other podcasters, especially those who upload videos in the middle of the night. They're like, when I open in the middle of the night, when I open my YouTube and I'm going through and I see videos, especially Nancy uploads hers in the middle of the night. La Mama Michaela uploads hers in the middle of the night. Crystal Bagode a lot of times uploads hers in the middle of the night. When I see those come up, I'm like, yes. But then when there are none that I have been uploaded as of yet, then what I do is that I just go into I go to Wool Warehouse, I go to some of these shops just to see what's on clearance, what mixed lots are out there, what kind of specials are out there. And sometimes we tend to do sleep shopping. So anyways, that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Because remember, what does that say right here? It's not hoarding if it's yarn. I don't think of myself as a hoarder, but I do have a pretty large collection. Not as large as some other people, but still large nonetheless. And I know that's, so I'm trying to really kick it into high gear with the blankets. I did buy more yarn for it, but I do hope to have used all this yarn plus all the other ones that I used, that I showed you guys that I ordered in the cotton chunky, and then I hope to finish my grandson's prayer blanket and my other grandson's prayer blanket as well. So, but how about I stop yapping and get into this yarn. So I'm gonna have to rebag this. I don't know if you guys want to watch me bag yarn. I put a small video the other day of me bagging yarn. I do it very quickly. I want to, because I like getting things done. So I am about bagging and putting it away. I don't like having things laying around. It makes me anxious. So this is the first colorway, and I think this is beautiful and perfect for okay guys, if you hear that, that is my washer letting me know that it's done. It's Saturday morning. What time is it? It is, I'll tell you what time it is. It's 8:50 a.m. Okay, I've been up already an hour. I've already started washing my bed linens. I actually put a load for my husband who left some clothes in front of the washer to wash. I put that on. I stripped the beds. We're empty nesters, so it's just my husband and I. The other beds don't get used. And you know, it's my weekend. Yes, I work full time, but I got to do laundry. I got to you know, clean house. While I was getting up, I was mopping and sweeping. I stripped the bed, put my husband's clothes to wash. I put the other stuff in the laundry. Now that that's done, I'm gonna go in just a moment, once I'm done here, and load the washer and put the dryer. So anyways, guys, multitasking here. Like I said, I don't like having things laying around, so I'm about getting things done. So this is the first yarn. Beautiful colorway, guys. I would do one for you and one for me, but if you know anything about mixed lots at Ice Yarn, you know that there's no information on this yarn. So I will tell you that it is 100% acrylic. I don't know what the meters or yards are. I would say that this is either a heavy 3 or a very light number 4. Knowing Ice Yarn, they probably would consider this a number 4, but I would probably say that other yarn companies would consider this a number 3. It really all depends. But it's right there in between, and it's a good weight for blankets. A beautiful colorway, mainly for girls, but I know there's a lot of little boys who enjoy these type of colors. So, you know, whoever likes it, I think it's a great colorway. What do you think? And of this color, in the pack it came 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in this colorway, and I think that's more than enough to do a blanket for Boggy Creek. In the same pack, there are 2 of this colorway. Look at this. There's green, yellows, blues, but then there's like a little bit of like a stain of pink, like a very light peachy pink that is going through there. There's some more over here. I don't know if that's part of the reason why it's in a mixed lot. Perhaps it wasn't processed properly. Oh, there it is. Look, there's more of that pink. It's a cute yarn. I would be fine to use it. However, with only 2, I don't know that I would have enough. This is the other one. And perhaps once again, I think it's in the mixed lot because maybe in the coloring they made a mistake. Once again, this has got a dot of brown yarn dye. So perhaps this was probably a dyeing mistake or just not a good batch, and they just put it in the mixed lot. But with with this yarn, with this little bit of amount, I could probably pull 2 baby sweaters out of these 2 for sure. Or I could put them in a giveaway. I don't like to keep things that I feel I'm not going to use. If I think somebody else would benefit from it and I would get better use out of it, I would definitely put it up for a giveaway. I don't like I said, I don't like keeping things that I know for a fact I'm not going to use. Okay, bag number 2. And we pull one of these out. Oh wow, this is really nice. Once again, I would say that this is a light number 3. It is also 100% acrylic. Now this colorway is your blues, and light greens and turquoise and teals and a little bit of white. And this is the colorway. Gorgeous, right? Once again, beautiful for either a baby, a boy blanket, or a girl who enjoys the blues and greens and teals as well. This is what it looks like. And it looks like all the other ones, maybe some of them have a little bit more white than others, but then again, the fact that they're bound, there is very likely that they may be more spread of color inside. So, because like some of these have, like this one here has a lot of like light blue in the outside. This one's got like a lot of green, but needless to say, it looks like it's all the same colorway, so it's fine with me. And in this bag, I received 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of these skeins. I could probably pull 2 blankets out of here using 8 skeins for each. I have to see how big I can make it with 8 skeins, and if I can get away with 8 skeins, I'll do 2 blankets out of this bag right here. It really all depends because I don't have the yardage. If I were to guess yardage wise, I would probably say about 190 yards. It's probably what I feel here. It's not really solid. It is really squishy and a little bit on the hollow side. So we would have to see. But needless to say, I still think it's a very good deal. The pink and the purple ones, the skeins were much fuller, almost like true skeins. These are almost like, you know how one says meat on the bones? It feels like there's not much meat on those bones, let's just say. And the last bag, which I actually got for the blanket I want to make my oilless grandson, the prayer blanket. It's looks like it's more like the first one. It's a little bit thicker. I would say probably this is a nice number 4 weight yarn. Kona, what's the matter, mommy? You want to say hello? I'm going to pick you up, but you have to relax, okay? She's really hyper. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Over here to the camera. Say hi to the camera. Not to the camera. Yeah? Okay. Just say hi. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Kona. She's about 6 months old. She is a miniature schnauzer. She's got a lot of energy, but she's very loving. She's very mouthy, but she is very loving, very playful, very smart, and she is very obedient. So, very proud of her. She's done really, really well. The only thing is that she's a puppy and she just likes to be really mouthy. And she has a lot of energy, sometimes more than I can handle, but hey. We love her. We took her to the beach recently and she did so good. So anyways, this is, moving back to the yarn, this is like a number 4. It is grays and tans and blacks and a little bit of brown. And it's going to be, I think it's going to work up to be a very beautiful colorway. Once again, no information. All I know is that it's 100% acrylic. Striped yarns. That's the way Ice Yarn had it labeled. So check out some of their mixed lots. You'd be surprised. There's some ones that for sure very specialty yarns that, you know, not all of us are good at using. For me, I can tell you that I'm not very good at specialty yarns, but I know many of you guys are. But there's also acrylics, there's also cottons. I don't order cottons usually in mixed lots because first of all, I got plenty, and I was actually looking, since I don't have much acrylic, I was actually looking for blankets, and I think I did really well with these 3 packs. Now with this colorway, once again, put it close to you. Let me pull another one so you guys can see the variation. Hello. Not a very, You see, it's got grays and blacks and tans and cream. So a very neutral color, but I think it'll work out really nice. A little, some of them, just like in the blue and the green, some skeins look a little bit darker. It's very likely that inside is lighter, but we won't know till we'll start working it out. And this one is actually for my grandson. So, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 skeins came in this pack. And that makes sense because this one, just like the pink and purple, are much meatier and much heavier yarns. I would say these probably are both 4s, and the blue and greens are more of a 3. But needless to say, they're all going to work great for buggy blankets. So let me see. What else do I need to share with you guys? Oh, give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm back. Okay. So for those of you who may be interested, I still have 2 blocking boards. These blocking boards measure 13 by 13. The holes measure 12 by 12. I just want to give you, they do have little tabs in the bottom and in the bottom to place on a table without scratching it. I don't have a stand that keeps them up like this. I can check with my husband to see if he would make one, but right now this is they're just meant to be laid flat. And this particular, the 2 that I have available say Square Your Granny, and it's got the crochet granny pattern burned into the blocking board. If you have a channel name, or if you're interested in a blocking board and you want to have it customized with a special logo or channel name, shoot me an email at Brenda the Newbie Crocheter at gmail.com. My email is always down below. Let me know if you have a special logo or something special you would like to have printed. I'll check with my husband if it can be done, because some logos can be worked with and some cannot. So yeah, but and then we'll quote your price. These are custom made, so you know it's a little bit more than just your typical piece of wood with holes. Now I know that a blocking board doesn't need to be this fancy, but there's always somebody out there who wants something a little bit different. If that's you, here you go. Anyways, I do have 2 of those available. Like I said, they are solid wood. They are custom made. They both measure the same, 13 by 13. And the holes measure 12 by 12. So you can actually square up to a granny square that measures 12 by 12. So I have one of the first ones is very, just a solid piece of wood. We painted it in blue, and I use it a ton of times. When I did this blanket down here, I stored them and blocked them as I was making them. And when it came time to put the blanket together, it was really much easier because all the granny squares were squared the same. So I keep stacking them. Gonna know. Should I tell you? Doors open. She sees somebody walking, or she thinks she sees a squirrel or a cat. She'll start kind of like, So, anyways, these are available. If you're interested, just shoot me an email. Let me know. And I think that is it, guys. Let me know in the description if you enjoyed this video, if there's something else that you would like for me to share with you, what you think of what I call the prayer blanket for my grandson. Do you think it's a good idea? The yarn that I'm using for his prayer blanket is this Papaya Batik. However, when I ordered this, I also received, which is the same yarn, this one, which is one I mentioned last time, Elements. Sorry, guys. Elements Panoramic Aran. The color is Thunder on this one. On this one, it doesn't have a color name, just color 1013, which is funny because that's my husband's birthday. And I realized that I was going to need more, so I had to order another, I think it's called Yarnsmith through the Wool Warehouse, which is the exact same yarn with the exact same colorway, but it is donut. It's balled up in a donut versus a skein, but it is the very same yarn. So I bought 3 of those because I think I was going to be short. And right now I'm working on my, I had 5, 6, 7. I'm working at the end of my fourth skein. I have 3 more plus the 3 that I ordered. If I have to use them, great. If I don't, then you guys will benefit from my over ordering. As always, like I said, if I have extra yarn that I ordered that I don't use for a project, I will always gift it forward. And I think that's it, guys. I think that is all that I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed the video today. I am going to see about bagging this yarn. Let me know if you want to see me bagging the yarn. Let me know if you want to see me putting it away. Although I don't think I'm going to put it away too much because this is yarn that I plan on using very, very soon. And somebody's dinging me. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. It's probably for my husband. Oh, that's my daughter. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys would like to see me bagging yarn, if it's not something that you're interested in, and let me know what kind of content you'd like to see. But once again, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give me an opportunity to entertain you. Even if it's just once a week, at least it's if you're anything like me, where I just kind of watch all the other podcasters to unwind, to keep me company as I crochet, I'll be more than happy to keep you company as well. So anyways, guys, I hope that no matter where you are in the world, you're having a wonderful morning, noon, night, evening. Kona, stop! Excuse her. From the Yarny Cave. Peace. I love you guys. God bless. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.